7 spots. We're gonna start off with Patsy's in East Harlem.
Classic.
Then we're gonna go, what's up, Maggie?
Hey.
We're going to West Village. We're hitting a few spots there. We're gonna hit Linda Street. We're gonna hit Joe's. And we're gonna hit Village Square, which actually originated in East Village, but we went to the West Village location because it's in the same street as Linda Street. Then we're going to a newer place called Pizzeria in Soho. Prince Street,
coming.
and then Prince Street, which is a banger.
I did have that last week.
Scarr's is iconic, and they have like a limited release Air Force One that sells for like $40,000.
Wait, they sell shoes?
No, they did a collab with Nike, and I think they only released like 100 of them, and so they're literally like a $40,000 sneaker. Pizza slices are like $5.
Maggie, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm hungry. I didn't eat anything yet today.
Good.
So I'm ready to pack on the pizza.
Ruby, how you feeling?
Right, it's Saturday. She's going.
All right, here we go, team.
Ready?
Pepsi's packed.
Everyone's got a cup. Ricky's got a cup. Chris has got a cup. We've got our Pepsis. I got our pizza cutter.
What are we doing? Ratings. Oh yeah, ratings. Okay, hold up. Let me pull up my little spreadsheet over here that I created. So we're gonna rate every place on 3 criteria: crust, sauce, and toppings. Scored 0 to 5, 5 being the best, 0 being the worst. Yeah, there's no way these are getting zeros. There's 5 of us, and so we'll see after the day which kind of collectively becomes like the best one and which one's the worst one.
Very important though, one of the most important things about New York City pizza is the sauce. A good sauce, you could just eat it by itself.
The dark
Sauce,
horse.
crust, and toppings.
Getting ready to go get some pizzerias. We are going to Patsy's, like classic New York City pizza. Like some people say this is actually, a lot of people say this is the best pizza. I mean, we need to read what Patsy's said. Patsy's Pizzeria says they are the undisputed premier pizza dynasty in New York and arguably in all of the United States.
What? Are you kidding
That's where we're going first. Usually the people who say that they're the best are us. They
That's
just
true. I say it all the time, make sure.
Ricky, I caught it on film. Krista.
have no words. So in a turn of events, it seems like they don't add toppings here, which means we would only get cheese, which means they're probably gonna lose. So I feel heartless, but it's true.
First impressions.
Looks delicious.
It looks thin. I'm a little worried.
This is the classic New York City style.
It's so thin. What?
That's good. Okay,
This is like what I grew up with.
this is nice.
Do you miss the pepperoni?
No.
Wow! Turn of events! Dang. It's so thin. It is a little floppy. I don't think the sauce is as delicious as some of them can be. The crust, it could be cooked slightly more. Is it undisputably the best pizza? We will find out.
All right, I'm gonna give this a 4 on the crust. I'm gonna give it 3.5 on the sauce. It's good. And then toppings, it's only cheese. So right now I'm gonna give it a 4.5.
Nice.
Overall rating, a 4.
3.5 on the crust. I like it a little crispier. 4 on the sauce. So good. Cheese, 4. Delicious cheese. Loved it. Overall, 3.83.
Crust, I gave it a 4. Sauce, I gave it a 3. I liked it, there just wasn't a lot of it. Toppings, I put a 5. I'm not gonna lie, the like quality of that cheese,
Okay.
as someone who's worked in a cheese shop, I'm just gonna say, it was pretty good. She just dropped it. So overall a 4.
I don't know if that's my crust of choice, but I have respect for that crust.
So I gave it a 4 because it was so thin.
Sauce, 3.5. It was fine. Toppings was just cheese, so 3. So that gives my total a 3.5. So
Pretty good.
My rating for the crust was a 5. I liked how it was crispy. And my rating for the sauce was a 3.5 because it was like not really flavorful, but it was like a good amount of sauce, I feel like. And my toppings was 4.5 and my overall rating is 4.33.
All right, Krista, where are we going next?
How do you pronounce this one?
Joe's?
You said Joe's.
Joe's is where Spider-Man works. His face,
Toby.
Tobey Maguire. In Spider-Man, he works at Joe's.
Amazing.
So famous for this reason. A lot of people believe this is the best pizza.
I think this is my favorite slice, or it has been my favorite slice when it's fresh.
Excited to see it up against the rest of the competition
I like
today.
it a lot, but I don't know how I'll do against the other places.
Okay.
This is gonna be like the mega run because we have Joe's, we have Linda Street, we have Village Square, and I think maybe one more, all like back to back to back.
We're going to the pizza mecca right now. Like, there's all the pizzas.
This is Greenwich Village, so if you're visiting New
Wow.
York and you're like, I want to go to the Village, like this is where you go.
If you were gonna
So,
take bets, which of those is gonna be the best?
Linda Street's all the rage right now. Well, I've never had it. I've got high expectations. I've had Village Square, I've had Joe's.
Also, tell the people where you got your sunglasses. They're
I got
so
them at a big hillbilly store in Montana called Shields.
good. Well done. Here's what I think this has going for it. This is like classic New York City. You get your pizza slice, there's like basketball over there, street basketball, and then you go over to the park over here.
We are.
And then, yay!
First impressions.
Perfectly greasy.
All right, first bite.
It's good.
Yeah.
This sauce might be better than the last.
I just find it to be like less saucy than the last, right?
But is it better sauce?
I'm maybe less impressed than I thought.
I'm
Or
less impressed.
like less than I thought I did.
Less sauce though.
Pick. It's good. It's good. But the other one,
Nah,
I
it
think
just
it was
doesn't.
the
it
cheese
just
on the other one that was like. And it
I didn't feel like it hit like Patsy's.
It's like
crust better.
I like the other crust better. I don't know. It's like really close.
This pizza, the crust is more flavorful and the sauce is more flavorful than Patsy's, but I like Patsy's better.
My rate for the crust was 4.5. My rate for the sauce was 5 because it was way more flavorful, I feel like, than Patsy's.
Okay.
My rate for the toppings was 3.5. Cheese wasn't as like good as Patsy's cheese. My overall rating is the same as last time, 4.33.
Crust, I'm gonna go with a 3. It was flavorful, but I didn't appreciate the girth of it. Not the girth. Sauce, I would say a 4. That was a flavorful sauce.
Okay.
But toppings felt meh. Loopy cheese,
Yeah.
pepperoni had no crisp. So I'm thinking like that, 3 or maybe lower, but that would give it a 2.3 overall rating. Not great.
Okay, mine, I loved the crust. I gave it a 5, but I might end up taking that back if another crust is better. Then I gave it a 4.5 for sauce. It was good. It was good. So I'm giving it a 3.5 for those toppings. So overall score is 4.3. We're walking by and there was a $1.50 pizza place where he was gonna just run in, but they didn't even have any $1.50 slices. It was a scam. So next time you come visit New York, watch out for the pizza scam.
Fall for the 150.
Don't
slice.
fall.
Okay, guys, how are we feeling coming to the back of this line?
Be here for an hour. This means it's gonna be legit. Should we go grab like a beer?
Village Square is like right over here.
Should we go get a bottle of wine?
That's a Leah beer place.
How do you feel about it so far?
I'm feeling good. It's gonna be very messy to eat, but
We're taking this back to the crew while we wait in line for the next place.
what do you think? First impression?
So excited.
More in the box.
Also, I'm wearing white though. Yeah. It's got all the right.
That's really good. I wish I had some more cheese. The cheese gets kind of lost in the thickness of the crust.
Get the pepperoni.
This is definitely the messiest slice of the day.
Okay.
Even pick this thing up. Okay. And very messy. What's good? Initial burger is good.
All right, we are hitting them one by one. We got Village Square. Ricky's in line for. Thank you. We took a break at Talia West Village Beer Co. It is a woman-owned brewery that Nicole told us about. You can bring your pizza in here.
How long was it?
It was like 46 minutes from like the time I started the line to the time I got my pizzas. So
46 minutes, y'all. It's crunching as I'm cutting it. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Also,
It is.
here we go. That's really good.
Oh, the sauce is sweet. Toppings.
It's like more complex in the flavor
Yeah.
than the other ones we've had. So like I took a bite and I'm like discovering more as I'm eating it.
It's an elevated upscale pizza.
I'm so full. I'm only halfway done.
All right, guys, we just had 2 different pieces of pizza, 2 different spots. So we're gonna quickly break down each of those.
All right, so we're reviewing Village Square. Gia, what'd you think?
So I gave the crust a 2. I gave the sauce a 4.75.
Wow.
I gave the toppings a 5, and the overall rating was a 3.91.
I did a 3.5 for the crust. It was too fluffy. I like it crunchy. Sauce, I did give it a 5 for sauce and a 5 for toppings.
Okay.
Chef's kiss. Overall score though was a 4.5.
All right, so now we're talking about Lindustry. Lindustry is like all the rage, hot contender. Waited like 35 minutes before I could even order. Another 10 minutes to get the slices.
Was it worth it?
It was worth it. Here's where Lindustry came in. A 4 on the crust. Would have given it higher, but it was just too burnt, too crispy, crunchy, not necessarily my favorite. But a 4.5 for the sauce. There's actually like a sweetness to the sauce. It was like tasty, it was very good. And I gave it a 4.5 for the toppings. All in all, a 4.3, solid score for Lindustry and one of my new favorites.
Crust 4.5. There was no jerkiness. It was so good. Bottom crust was beautiful and perfect and thin. This was a masterpiece pizza. Sauce 4 for the sauce. Delicious. Toppings a 4.5. No. Hold on. Toppings are a 5. I put a 5. So my total for that is 4.5 overall score. It's gonna be tough to beat.
I put a 4 for the crust. It was a little bit too charred for me, which tasted good when you're eating it with the sauce and toppings. By the time you get to just the crust, it wasn't as enjoyable. I gave it a 4.5 on the sauce. I thought the sauce was super tasty. And I gave it 4.5 on the toppings. Good ratio of cheese. The pepperoni was grooving. And so, yeah, 4.3 altogether.
All right. Number 1 for me so far. 5 on the crust. I love the chard. I love the crisp. I'm the opposite of everyone. And then 4.75 on the sauce. And then a 5 on the topping. There was some extra Parmesan on the top that really was game changer.
Next level.
It made it number 1 for me. So far, this one is a 4.91.
Sounds like it's hitting everything.
Impressive.
Also, you can come to this restaurant, Mustache.
What's next?
I have so much heartburn right now. Where are we going next? Prince Street. Greased pepperoni, cheesy galore.
Oh boy.
Yes.
We have 3 more we have to eat. We're not gonna be able to eat pizza now for weeks.
It's funny though that no matter how much pizza you eat though, like it's not gonna be that long until you have pizza again. So I just asked Gia what is happening over there. Apparently a guy just like came up to our car and was like, I can do all those scratches on your car and like paint over them real quick. Just pay me $100 while you're waiting. for your
What?
pizza." Okay, so you're gonna go through with it?
A review like a pizza slice.
Yeah, I got so I just had a guy approach me about repairing a dent on my car. He did a pretty good job. It's not gonna be like brand new, but it's probably like 80-90% of the way there. I'll give 4.5 stars.
That's pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good.
Oh my god, this is so good.
Look at that cheese. So good. This might be a top contender now.
Yeah.
The crust, like look at that crust right there. And this sauce, that cheese. Hundo P.
I'm sorry.
And you can get your car fixed.
We just got done with Prince Street Pizza, a 36-minute wait, but I got my car fixed while it was happening. Crust, 4.5. Thick, still crispy, good flavor. Sauce, 4.5. I also love the sauce. Toppings, I'm giving this a 5. Overall rating, 4.66. That's like by far my best rated pizza slice so far.
Honestly, mine is exactly the same as Ricky's. 4.6 total score and all the same. I'm just less enthusiastic about it because I'm really done eating pizza at this point.
Mine was a 4.5 on the crust. It was slightly crispier, which y'all know is my favorite. The sauce though, 5. Toppings though, 4.5. The spice was coming through more than the actual flavor. My lips are on fire and I don't like that. Overall score is a 4.6 too.
For the crust is a 5. Mine for the sauce is also a 5 because it was sweet and it balanced out the toppings, which were spicy, which was also a 5 because the flavors balanced out.
Okay, Prince Street's, I gave the crust 4.5. Tasty. Sauce, I gave it a 5.
That sauce was amazing.
That was good. Toppings, 4.5. I dropped a pepperoni on me, and so I knocked it down to 0.5. Total, 4.66.
Nice!
Ricky, where are we at?
Lucia's Pizza of Soho.
This one is from the 1970s. 1,000 reviews say it's 4.7 stars out of 5.
Okay.
Okay, this is something that the people need to hear. Every single pizza that we've gotten looks probably 3 times better than Joe's, right? And smells better.
All right, let's see. First bite feels.
It's a little floppier than
The
flavor
But the
though.
flavor is nice. Yeah, I know the sauce on this one.
The flavor, like the sauce on this is my absolute favorite. It's delicious.
With the basil too.
Oh yeah.
It just tastes, this one tastes really fresh.
If we are impressed by this, even in the slightest, we've had so much pizza. So like the fact that this is like, it's fresh. This is like, you said it right, it's fresh tasting.
It's good. We're in a general consensus. This is Lucia.
really like this one. Now I'm confusing myself.
For sure. How are we gonna choose? This is the best ratio of sauce for me.
I agree.
I think it's a perfect amount of sauce and it tastes amazing.
Sauce.
Yeah.
24 hours ago, this wasn't even on the list.
I know. This
And
is
honestly, I
like,
kind of was considering taking it off.
wild
because I'm
card.
like, this is better than Linda Street.
I like Linda Street better.
okay.
But
I like
hearing
Linda
about
Street.
Nicole, me, and Ricky preferred this over the 40-minute pizza.
I don't know.
Oh!
No, I like Linda Street better.
So I put for crust 4.5. It is the perfect mix of like crispy, chewy, some charred, but not too charred. Perfect. Sauce was my favorite sauce by far. It is sweet and flavorful, and like you could just dip bread by itself in that and it would be so good. Toppings, I did a 5 also because they're like Parmesan with the pepperoni, the small pepperoni, so that they're crispy with tons of basil. Loved it. That gives it a 4.8 overall score. That's my highest score so far. So
I did a 4.5 for the crust, but not a 5 because it wasn't crispy enough. And then a 5 for the sauce. That was arguably one of the best sauces. The toppings, I'm giving it a 4.5. Wait, no, 4.75 for a total of 4.75.
Nice.
For the crust, I gave it a 5 because it was crispy and nice. For the sauce, I gave it a 3.75 because I thought it was a little too sweet. The toppings, I also gave a 3.5 because they like fell off a lot. My overall score was a 4.
Okay, so I went 4.5 on the crust. I actually went with a 4, or no, I did a 5 for the sauce. I thought it was sweet, but not like too sweet where it wasn't like in Linda Street, that felt a little bit too sweet for me. And then I also went with a 5 on the toppings because like the combination of everything just kind of hit. So it was a 4.8 for me.
Wow.
Big winner over here.
Okay. This one might be in the winning for me so far. Crust. Wait, I only put a 4? I think because I took that first bite and it was just kind of hard to like break through. But sauce, 5. Incredible. I think between the sauce and the toppings and the basil, doesn't have that heaviness that some of the other pizzas we've had have had. 5 on the toppings. Give me basil any day.
Yeah.
Little Parmesan cheese. I got a 4.66 total in the
Nice.
running for first place.
It's just like a good pizza place. This is not like one of the top places that everyone's going, and yet this is a massive, amazing contender for delicious, interesting pizza.
Yeah.
Scarr's is gonna be, I'm thinking Scarr's is gonna be slightly better than Joe's.
They're closed from 5 to 11. This is the end.
That ends the pizza tour.
This is the end.
So I'm gonna give it a 0 on the crust,
Oh.
0 on the sauce.
5 hours of eating pizza, folks. What time is it right now?
It's literally 5:01.
Oh.
It's been 5 hours of eating pizza.
Okay, number 1 on my score is Lindustry with a 4.9. And I think Lindustry is number 1 in my heart as well. Number 1 on my score sheet and number 1 in my heart. I loved everything about it. Got my crispy, crunchy crust.
Lucia pizza is my number 1. It was a 4.8.
Woo.
And it was the same in my heart. That was a beautiful pizza.
I'd say Lucia, whatever you want to call her. It was great. It was.
She's a fabulous pizza.
It looked great, tasted great. It was delicious. And I'll say that Joe's was like by far the most disappointing.
It's worth noting that it was not
like
nice. Yeah.
incredibly disappointing relative to the hype and the expectation.
Gia.
My top pizza was crunchy and it had a perfect score of 5. I really liked how it was spicy and sweet at the same time.
All right, Nicole, what was your favorite?
On the score sheets, Prince Street and Lucia's were tied. 4.66.
Okay.
So it's coming down to my heart and I'm gonna give it to Lucia.
Yeah.
It just was so good. Yeah, I wasn't expecting it. It was an incredible piece of pizza. I would take people there 100%.
For
So
sure.
in New York, check out honestly all the spaces, but
Yeah.
definitely except for Joe's.
Long story short, New York is full of bomb pizza places.
It's true.
It's true.
It's true.
Important to note, Prince Street is our favorite unanimously when it
sure.
comes to square grandmother slice.
Yeah, by far. Great
And it was
texture, great
delicious.
flavor.
100% agree.
All right, vloggers, anything else to say to the world?
Move to New York.
I feel sick.
Move to LA.
I feel sick.
You're so sick. I'm
go.
kind of with you.
I gotta go take a nap.
Let's go sit on the couch. For sure.
Bye. Love ya.